Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Turn off the water to the washer and dryer and turn off the gas to the dryer as well. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the water inlet valve in a Whirlpool dryer. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a Phillips and a flathead screwdrivers, 5/16 and a 1/4-inch nut drivers, a pair of pliers, an adjustable wrench, yellow tape, Teflon tape for installation of the gas pipe, and a pair of scissors. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new water inlet valve. The water inlet valve is mounted at the bottom of the dryer on the rear left. Controlled by the main board, it sprays mist into the drum when needed. The most common reasons for the water inlet valve to be replaced are if it won't open or won't close, causing water to accumulate in the drum, or cracks, leaking water on the floor. Now we're at the back of the dryer, and to replace the water inlet valve, we need to remove the rear access panel. To do that, we need to first remove the gas line, the vent, and the water inlet hose. Alright, we're going to disconnect the gas line first. So I'm going to jam this connector first with the large pliers. Then I'm going to use the adjustable wrench. And we're going to unscrew the gas line, turning it counterclockwise, if you look from this way. And we can do the rest manually. Then jamming that black gas pipe with the large pliers, and I'm going to unscrew this adapter with the adjustable wrench, counterclockwise. And I can do the rest manually. Now we're going to the vent hose, and I'm using a Phillips screwdriver. We're going to loosen up this screw on the clamp and simply pull off the vent hose from the dryer pipe. I'm going to slide the towel underneath here in case it will have some water coming out. Then I'm going to use the large pliers. I'm going to unscrew this water inlet hose. I'm going to take out the towel. Our next step would be removing this 1/4-inch screw with the 1/4-inch nut driver. And then we're going to remove this cover plate. Now I'm going to slide the power cord out of the cutout. Now I'm going to take out this single 5/16 green screw. This is a ground screw. I'm going to release the ground wire. Next, we're going to remove a couple of 1/4-inch screws that holds the top. So we're going to slide the top panel back a little bit, free it, and then we're going to lift up and remove it. All right, now we're facing a task of unscrewing the rear panel. That would be a lot of screws going out. That's all 1/4-inch screws. We're going to use the 1/4-inch nut driver. This screw is a little shorter than the rest of the screws. All other screws are the same length. This screw is holding the water valve bracket at the bottom here. I'm going to insert the power cord into this cutout. Then I'm going to lift up the bracket and slowly remove the rear access panel. And next, using a 1/4-inch nut driver, I'm going to take out this single screw that holds the shield on, and I'm going to lift off the shield. The next step would be removing these two connectors from the water inlet valve. I'm going to use the flathead screwdriver. I'm going to pry them off. I'm going to remove one more screw. I'm using a 1/4-inch nut driver. That screw holds the water inlet valve bracket to the base of the dryer. So we need to remove this locking collar, and I'm going to use the flathead screwdriver. Then I'm going to push in the locking collar and pull out the water line. This is the old water inlet valve next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. As you can see, they look a little different, but it's the same thing, so it's going to work perfectly. We're going to install it into the dryer. All right, this is a new water inlet valve. So we're going to mount it on the base. Match the hole here and the hole at the back, and we're going to secure it with the single 1/4" screw. Next, we're going to install the water line. Press it in as far as it can go. All right, now I'm going to connect this 2 wires onto the water inlet valve coil. Push it on. All right, now I'm going to install this screw at the bottom. If you remember, it's a little shorter than the other screws. All right, so now we're going to install the shield, but as you can see, we need to cut this open more because it's not fitting over the new water valve. I'm going to take a scissors and I'm going to cut it. Nice. All right, next we're going to secure it with this 1/4" screw. All right, let's bring the rear access panel and I'll put it down, and I'm going to remove this ring. I'm going to press the locking tabs in and push it. Now we can install the panel. It goes over the vent tube, and also replacing the 2 tabs at the bottom of the chassis. So I'm going to slide the power cord through the cutout and the green wire. Lift up on the bracket here, put it on the top of the rear access panel. So align the holes and secure it with a 1/4" screw using a nut driver. And now we're going to install this vent tube ring, slide it over and push it in so these tabs will lock. Right now I'm going to connect the water inlet line to the dryer. Have you ever thought that you will have to connect the water line to the dryer? But anyway, before connecting line, make sure that there is the gasket inside here. And then we're going to manually, very carefully, turn it clockwise until it will be tight. And we're going to use the pliers and tighten it. No more than a half of the turn. All right, next would be the vent tube. I'm going to slide it on, and then using Phillips screwdriver, we're going to tighten the clamp here. Right. And now the gas line. Before installing the adapter, we need to put tape on it, on the threads. It's a yellow tape. It's specifically designed for gas connections. You can get it at any hardware stores. But please don't put a white tape on it, because the white tape is for the water connections. But anywhere from 5 to 7 turns. So if you look from the end of the pipe, I'm putting the tape clockwise. Now the adapter goes on. Turn it manually as far as it goes. And we're going to use the adjustable range. And turn it. We're going clockwise to tighten it. All right, when it's really tight, we're going to use the large pliers. Going to jam the pipe and tighten that adapter. Then we can install the gas line. Again, manually, we tighten it. And then we're going to use the adjustable range and the pliers. We're going to hold on the adapter and tighten that gas line, turning it clockwise. We're not going to install the top panel. Put it on about 3/4 inch gap between the top panel and the control panel, and make sure it's installed symmetrically and slide it forward to lock. And now I'm going to secure the top with a couple of 4-inch screws. And I'm going to attach the ground wire to the rear panel. That's a 5/16 nut driver I'm using. Should be tightened real good. Okay, let's slide the power cord into the cutout. It has the grooves, if you can see that. Place it in. Push it in all the way, then we're going to install the cover plate. And we're going to secure it with a 4-inch screw. Then turn on the water, turn on the gas, plug the dryer in and check if it's drying properly. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.